Hello and welcome to CloudFolks HUB. My name is Bhavesh Adara. Our project is almost done. We just need to add one functionality of auto scaling. How we are going to add this? I am going to explain you everything practically in this video. So let's start. Here we have step number 8, enable service auto scaling. First of all, I am just going to provide you a brief introduction about auto scaling so you will get better understanding. Running a fixed number of tasks is fine for testing, but in the real world, application traffic can increase or decrease at any time. You have huge number of customers or traffic during season or weekend. You have low number of customers during weekdays. So you want to increase and decrease number of tasks according to your traffic. To handle this efficiently, we configure service auto scaling in ECS. Auto scaling allows ECS to add tasks when traffic and load increase, means scale out, and remove the tasks when demand is low, means scale in. This ensures high availability, cost efficiency, and smooth user experience without downtime. In this step, instead of using target tracking auto scaling or step scaling, we are going to set up schedule scaling. In this ECS series, I already explained you about how we can set up target tracking auto scaling, and we also discuss about step scaling. But we need to discuss about schedule scaling as well. So we are going to set up schedule scaling into this particular lab, so you will get better understanding about another scaling option as well. There is another reason that why we are going to set up schedule scaling instead of target tracking or step, because if I am going to set up target tracking or step scaling, I have to increase or decrease load to verify auto scaling is working as per our expectation, and this will be difficult task. But if we are using schedule scaling, we can verify that okay, scaling is working according to our requirement, and we can test scale out and scale in very easily. So that's why we are going to set up schedule scaling. Now, what is schedule scaling? Let's understand this as well. Schedule scaling is a simpler because it automatically increase and decrease the number of running tasks at predefined time, for example scaling up during the business hour and scaling down at night without need of manually create or test on the load. In real world application, we don't just need to scale out, means we are not just going to increase capacity, we also need scale in, means whenever we have low traffic, we are going to decrease the number of tasks as well. It means we need both scale in and scale out. Schedule scaling in ECS is designed for this, but remember, one scheduled action can only be handled one direction. So here we need to set up scale in and scale out, means we have to set up two policies. This means to demonstrate both direction, we need to create two separate schedule scaling policy, one for scale out, one for scale in. This way, during our demo, you will clearly see ECS automatically add the task first and then later removes the task, all based on the schedules we configure. Now, let's start implementation. First of all, we have to go to our service. Here, I am in my Fargate screen. This is my Fargate cluster and this is my service. Right now, we have two tasks running because desired tasks are two. First of all, we have to go to the service auto scaling. Here I have this option, and right now we don't have any kind of scaling enabled. First of all, we need to set up number of tasks. So we are going to click over here, set the number of tasks, and here we are enabling this, and I am saying that I want minimum 1 task. Let's say that minimum 2 tasks and maximum 10 tasks. So this is like kind of pre-requirement for the scaling. Now look at this. Here we have scaling policy, and if you want to create any scaling policy, you can click on create scaling policy, and here we have target tracking, step scaling and predictive. But as I explained you earlier, we are going to create schedule scaling, So we have to go to this scheduled action, right? Now here we are having option to create policy, and we already defined this range. Now we are going to set up two policy, one for scale out and another is for scale in. So this is scale out policy, so I am going to copy name, and here I am going to click on create schedule action. This is name. Now time zone, I am from India, so I am going to choose my time zone. It is Asia, Calcutta. This is date for the schedule action. I want today's date because I want to verify right now, and here we need to add time. Now look at this, we have to add current time because we just want to verify this right now. Okay, so here I have this clock and this is actually displaying my current time. So current time is 22:47. So what I am going to set up over here, I am going to say that 20:55 means this action will trigger at 22:55, right? Now here we have capacity adjustment. Now see, here we have to specify minimum number. Now right now I have minimum number 2. I want scale out, means I want to increase number of tasks at 22:55. So what I am doing over here, I am going to say okay, minimum task 4 and maximum task 10. So at 22:55 this schedule event will trigger, and right now I have 2 tasks, so it is going to create 4 tasks, means it is going to add 2 new tasks and it can go up to 10 tasks, right? So this is for scale out, create schedule action. Done. Now we have this policy visible over here. We are going to set up new policy for scale in. Here I also provided you step for scale in action, right? Here we are going to decrease this. So let me copy name. Asia, Calcutta. Here this is my current date. Now 22:55 it is going to create 2 tasks more, means I will have 4 tasks. Okay, what I am doing at 11 o'clock, okay, means 23, I want that scale in will trigger. Okay, 23 means 11 o'clock means exactly almost after 10 minutes. Okay, yes, I want to run this task once. If you want to repeat this, you can also specify repeat interval like every weekend. You also can provide clone expression, right? This is also applicable for scale out. During scale out, I forget to mention this, but it is same for scale in and scale out. I just want to run this task once. Now here I have to set up minimum task and maximum. Now this is the most important part. I want scale in, right? Scale out will happen at 22:55 after 6 minutes, and it is going to create another 2 tasks and I will have 4 tasks. Now at 11 o'clock means at 23 I want to decrease this task. So what I am doing over here, because it is a scale in, I am going to say that okay, minimum number of tasks 2 and maximum number of tasks 2. Here I am just going to cap this, like 2 means 2. So we can verify that okay, now at 11:01 I have only 2 tasks running out of 4. 2 has been removed and only 2 tasks I have, right? So let me click on create and look at this. We have both policies available over here. If you look at the current number of tasks I have is 2 desired, so it will be as it is. There is no changes till 22:55. So we have to wait for another 5 minutes. I will come back at 22:55 and we will verify that okay, now we have 4 tasks running, right? Okay, so wait.
Sorry to interrupt you. I know you guys are enjoying our video a lot. because our final ultimate goal is Solution Architect Certification exam. To reach the destination, we required full videos. Path number 1, our 6-in-1 program. Our 6-in-1 program include all prerequisite skills which is needed as a cloud engineer. It include 24/7 support, lifetime update, section-wise practice test, full course practice test with tips and tricks by Bhavesh Attara, how to do exam preparation course, weekly lifetime live session with Bhavesh Attara, and 6 AWS project with documents. Path number 2, you can enroll by paying 499 and get Hindi and English, both the languages, videos of AWS. The choice is yours how to create your success story by choosing best one. Best of luck. Thank you.